welcome to week 3 of our Reddit League Season 3. I am Zatomo, and I'm joined as always by my co-host Calamity. How are you today?
Hello, I'm doing better than at the time when I recorded this video that we're about to watch.
Yeah, I think if anybody was listening to our Reddit League show, you definitely bemoaned the upcoming Belgium round, which we are now at. Not a fan of Belgium, but you got a pretty, I don't know, I would say a favorable matchup. Not a European, at least. It's not a world map to face off against Chicago here in week 3. You guys are both pretty similar in your average points as well as your best games and aces. So a pretty even match. I think your loss comes from a bad round in week 1 in Uruguay.
It was one round one.
But besides that, very similar after 2 weeks. You're not too far behind on the table either, given I think you did get a bonus point for your first week. No? Okay, I was mistaken. But yeah, I mean, you're in the middle of the table. He's just a few places above you, so definitely could maybe even swap places with a win here from you. Do you favor your chances in Belgium, knowing your disgust for the map, or
do you think I favor my chances in Belgium? No, seriously.
No, but I gotta give you a segue in here so you can talk.
Yeah, no, I think Belgium, despite my not exactly fond opinion of the country in Geoguessr, is probably one of my better chances at beating Chicago. There's a lot of other maps where I would have seen myself with less of a chance. So at least that's something. So I think I could potentially get a win here. You know, it's always difficult making predictions when you know how they end.
I actually don't know I don't remember how this one ends. You do, of course, because you played it, but yep. I don't. So it'll be new for me. One thing to point out, Chicago relegated from Division 1 last season, and you, Calamity, promoted from Division 3. So both of you are newcomers coming from very different directions, so to speak, for this one.
With Chicago, he was in Division 2 last year. Last year, at the start of last year in Season 1. So he is familiar with the division at the time limits, at least.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's take a look at this map that you're not a fan of. It is just Belgium. Average score of 21,000 points. Pretty high for a country. Lots of good signs, but a very small country, so that could prove to be challenging. Over 50,000 locations and 419 plays as a time of recording. Only 10 likes, but there are plenty of Belgium maps out there, so it's got lots of competition, so don't be too hard on it. But a pretty straightforward map, just a map of Belgium that we're going to be jumping into here. We already know how Calamity feels, and yeah, I think I would agree. Chicago, definitely a very good player, and you couldn't probably have picked a better week to play him. Maybe in Cambodia.
Yeah, I was going to say Cambodia's, or I think Asia as well. Either of those
both
two
kind of on a
is where I
equal off footing.
I think I'm actually I don't know how I developed into that, but I think I'm one of the best Asia players right now in the league. But yeah, we'll see if I eat my words in like a couple of weeks when we play Asia.
Yeah, we'll still have to see. Anyways, let's stay here in Belgium as we get into round number 1. Jump in, and Calamity is going to grace us with a face cam
with very unfortunate lighting.
Need to work on that.
Yeah,
but
no lighting is better than whatever that is.
Yeah, open windows usually aren't the best thing for webcams.
Yeah.
Again, a very little village. Both of you seen the same little village sign there with the village name.
I decided to go away from it. Chicago decided to go into it.
Yeah, so he's heading east with you heading west. He's in town looking for some signs. You're heading on your way, sort of on your way out.
Very slowly.
Belgium is a pretty densely populated country, right?
Yeah, relatively. Depends a bit on the region as well.
Scattered and
yeah, also always depends on what you compare it to. But yeah, it is definitely relatively densely populated.
And Chicago, they're opening up his map, dropping a pin just to be safe. You gave a very interesting comment there. I didn't hear because you're muted, but seem to be making a point.
Yep. Probably complaining.
Of course they gave me this.
Yeah.
You see that? That's all I got. Something like that.
Yeah, it was
Chicago
also
then again getting the end of the town sign.
I was also
That's
having slight stutters, and I've played this relatively late as well, so my internet speed was also pretty mediocre, and so it was just all not going all too well.
Yeah, I definitely try to play my rounds in the morning because I'm in a shared apartment internet line, and if I play in the evening, everybody's using it, and it's not that good. So yeah, I like playing in the mornings.
Yeah, I need to either
loading times.
play like before 2 p.m. or something, or like after 11 p.m. But at that point, like I can't really, commentate anymore all too loud, and also probably concentration isn't exactly at a high point.
Yeah. And finally we get some road numbers here besides small villages. N434, not the biggest road number.
Yep.
Chicago seems to think he knows the area, and he just finds a village as I say that. As you're looking for this road number.
Yep.
He's found the village, but he didn't move the pin there. He knows we started outside of it, so that's somewhat smart. But...
We also didn't start, we didn't come to that village. That was just the bigger of the two villages on that sign.
Okay, I got you.
The actual town we got to was Berkrute, which is like a bit towards the northwest there.
So Chicago, knowing we start on a little bridge, is trying to figure out. There's so many little rivers here.
Yes.
Good luck with that. You, on the other hand, still quite a ways off with only a few seconds left.
Problem is that I found the N435. And so I'm thinking like maybe it's got to be somewhere close to here, right? No, definitely not.
Nope, only 1,567 points for you there, 4,422 for Chicago. I think you mentioned it before, but yeah, Calamity, you're a bit cursed in round one of matchups. So.
And yes, I think it wasn't only that I found the N435, I also found the N436, I think. So I had a couple roads that were very close in number in that area. So if I had just found one and realized like all the other roads around that aren't that similar, I would have thought, okay, maybe they're just not well ordered. But the fact that I found some other roads that were very close in number made me think, okay, it's got to be around here somewhere. And it just wasn't.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's jump into round number 2 and see if you can begin your long climb back up to see if you can't take this matchup from Chicago. You're down just under 3,000 points, so definitely got your work cut out for you here. And another small little village in the very flat country, so probably in the Dutch-speaking part.
You know this is in the French-speaking part because we've already done it. One video on this.
It's also the French part. That the French part was more hilly.
It is, and this is more hilly.
Just that one.
Don't you see?
Was just
like
very flat.
It's about a 2% incline off to the north.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Dutch part is only a 0.8% incline, while the French part is a 2.2% incline.
The Dutch part doesn't have an incline.
Is it literally flat? Like 0%?
No, it's not. It's not complete, but it is very flat.
Yeah. There's a famous, not famous, but there's a joke in America about how flat Kansas is. And somebody actually compared the change in height of a pancake on a plate to Kansas. And there is more change in a pancake than there is in Kansas. So, very, very flat. I don't know if Belgium is that flat or not, but certainly this area is giving us a run for our money. Area codes, if you know your Belgium phone numbers.
I'm not even sure what I'm looking at.
I'm not sure which one.
Oh, there it
there's
is.
the
There's
Namur.
Namur, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't stand out at all on that sign, but yeah.
Yeah. But a bit of practice there, Calamity, recognizing the town name. That's a very good sign for
Namur is one of the cities that I knew beforehand. One of not many, but one of the ones I knew. That's actually the same. If you've watched the M the Basement against Ice video, that is the same sign that M the Basement found, but he did quite a bit less with the information provided.
Able to figure out. You also found the town that we started close to. Chicago, yet to take the map seriously. Still looking for information. Traveling very fast, covering as much ground as he can. While you are looking for road names and a little creek.
Yeah. I found the main road that goes north-south past there, and I'm just looking for the side road. And I've got like 30 seconds left, so I'm just due diligence trying to confirm which one is the side road, because there's no actual sign that tells me the name of that, but there it is.
There it is. It's good enough. You will pick up an ace in your second round, so good recovery from you there. And with 8 seconds left, Chicago will start to look at the map. And it looks like he'll have a very rough round number 2. So only 1,389 points for him there. So you guys traded places a bit, Calamity.
Now roughly back on even ground again. I think I'm like 200 points or something ahead. We'll see.
Yeah, you did a little bit better with that ace. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that Chicago lost a couple of points in round 1 as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see who's going to drop the points this time in round 3, if anybody is, as we get into this one. And our first, well, somewhat urban location. And the trick will be to find some signs. It can be often harder to find good signs in a city, isn't that right, Glenn?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, if you don't find the name of the city on the street signs, if it's not mentioned there explicitly, then it can be very difficult in Belgium and the Netherlands specifically. Well, more so almost in the generally the Dutch-speaking parts of Belgium to find a city name anywhere within a city.
That looks to be like a bus or train station, so that might be a good location to be able to use to pinpoint.
We're right at the same spot right now.
Yeah. You guys approached it from a little bit different directions, but you do end up in the same spot.
All ways lead to the train station. Yeah. And there's actually the same, when I was already talking about M the Basement Ice earlier, that's the same sign Ice found that says Turnhout. I just didn't recognize the city name, I think.
Yeah, it didn't seem to do anything. Didn't cause you to at least to bring up the map, but
oh no, I do think I recognized it is a city name. I just didn't. I've never heard of the city before, so
there's a problem.
Yeah,
can't know every city in the world, so. Chicago, again, seems to be focusing on just gathering information, traveling as far and as fast as he can. And then with only a little bit of time left, opens his map and tries to drop a pin. Didn't serve him too well in round 2, but in round 3, he will find a very nice sign. N12 and 124.
And I finally
some village names. And Calamity finds the city at the same time. So,
yeah, and Chicago's found some of the smaller towns, which leads him to believe that we're probably there. Yeah,
probably there. That makes sense.
Oh, there's a nice little castle in the middle of the city, which makes pinpointing very easy because it stands out on the map.
You will use that to pinpoint as well as the directionality of the road to make sure you are on the right road. And looks like you'll probably pick up your second ace here. Should be Good enough, and sure enough, it is. Now, Chicago. Still got some time left. You guessed a little bit early, but it looks like he will zoom in on it as well. And he will get a 5K as well. Yeah, so a pretty decent location in terms of being able to pinpoint that one. And of course, both of you get it. Calamity?
Definitely. The castle helped me out greatly there. I probably would have found it anyway, but that just made it a lot easier. Generally, Belgian cities, apart from maybe Brussels, aren't that big. So usually if you find the street names, if you find some street names, you'll probably be able to find them on the map if you've got enough time.
Nice benefit of being in a small country. Lose a lot of points very fast, but you can actually find the roads.
Yep.
How about that? Anyway, let's jump into round number 4 here. And we are on a little side road here, just off of a main road, as both of you jump to it pretty quickly.
I decide to go south.
Chicago will go south, as will you. Beware of bad weather. Chicago will turn around, though. Head north, and you'll continue going south. Some small villages there.
Yeah, Alon isn't that small.
It's not?
No. The other two are, yeah.
Yeah. In the right area, but Chicago will see a national boundary. That'll let him know we are on the border with Liechtenstein there.
Luxembourg.
L something.
Yep.
I was reading, not thinking. So.
I was actually wondering, I never watched my video back, but I was wondering if I just never found that border. But yeah, I didn't.
It doesn't appear to. You're already looking at the map.
Yep.
You found the road. You know how far the town is away. Look for some shops that seem to make sense. So will Chicago. It looks like you're judging the distance, how far away you are from the main road.
Yeah.
And this time Chicago will be the one to guess a little bit early. An ace for him nonetheless. Both of you seem to not really worried about your timer in this one.
Not really, nope.
Got the 5K, and so do you as well. You don't need that time.
Yeah.
Both of you proving you're definitely capable of moving up to Division 1, at least in terms of the time scale. So...
yeah, it always depends a bit on the round. In round 1, more time wouldn't have helped. I think the same is true for Chicago in round 2. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, again, not much separating you two going into the final round. Chicago sitting at 15,811. You are sitting at 16,567. So, yeah, about an 800 point difference, which is kind of significant for only one round, right? And given that you just both saw the city name, it proved difficult. Yes, well, you looked at it.
I looked at it. I don't think I saw it.
Chicago sees a better sign with that town name, Mathic, and he will zoom right in on it. It's already off to a good start. You've seen Ass. only one S.
Yeah.
8 kilometers away, Maastricht 15, E314. So, given that, I think you probably won't drop enough points here for Chicago to pick it up. Now, it could be a draw. He could close some gaps, but I don't see him overtaking you given how close you both are already with just under 2.5 minutes to go. And as your pins are in almost identical locations, even if you're both wrong, you'll be equally wrong. So
yeah. No, it's just a matter again of pinpointing.
Yep, getting those road names again. Judging the distances between those crossroads. And if anything, counting houses. Again, yeah, definitely this Division 2 seed, not too bad. probably definitely 25Kable. First round a bit tricky, but
yeah, it's
I think given that Chicago almost got round 1, you got round 2, and you guys have both all gotten every round since then.
Yeah, it's definitely not as easy as the Division 1 seed, but it is not as hard as maybe the Division 3, 4 seeds.
And he'll guess a little bit early again, as always for Chicago, but an ace. So he did his part to try to come back. And with just under a minute left, you are not too far away.
I can't find the roads.
Yeah, but to say, doesn't look like you actually know where the road is.
I'm in the right area, but I just can't find them.
Yeah, you can't see it. Oh, there it is. Now you've got to figure out where exactly you are. You got 20 seconds. Plenty of time.
In theory.
In theory. In practice, if you keep jumping around a sign that you can't actually read, it's not going to help you out much.
Yeah. I even said there at the end, I mean, we're probably going to see me motioning it with my mouse in a bit. But I said there at the end, it's probably up there, but I'm not going to change it anymore.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, and it was up there. It was
up there. Yeah. 4,000. I can't actually read that. 4,000.
I think it was 987 or something.
Yeah, it was something 87. I couldn't tell if it was an 8 or a 9.
No,
Given
it was
how
definitely
close
a 9.
you were,
yeah.
Probably a 9. And you will finish with 21,554 points to Chicago's 20,811. So you do drop a few points in the last round to Chicago, but you had enough of a lead going into that you ended up taking the win. Well done. Despite your round 1 curse, you managed to pull off a pretty good win for you here.
Yep.
Definitely going to help your chances of 1, staying up, but 2, maybe even challenging for a promotion playoff spot.
Yeah, the main priority is definitely staying up, but I mean, if I can challenge for it, I'm not going to say no to it.
Yeah, definitely. Valuable points picked against one of the tougher opponents in Division 2 for you there, Calamity. Yeah, well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed another cast of our Reddit League season. We are in week 3 out of about, let me see, with playoffs, 16 weeks, right?
That's a bit much.
15?
It's 11 regular weeks for every division apart from 4 and 5, and then it's 1, 2. It shouldn't be more than 2 extra weeks. I don't know if there's a break between there anywhere, but there's definitely 13 game weeks.
Okay, 13 game weeks for us here. So we're just at the very beginning of it. It's a perfect time to jump on in and catch up on what's been going on. Check out the Reddit League show as well as the post on the new Geo Challenges subreddit. Geoguessr subreddit is kind of more for general things, and a new subreddit has been made for the more competitive side of Geoguessr. So check out all the posts over there as well. And we'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.